So, if anyone wanted any more proof that they just don't like you, women, I'm looking at you. If you want more proof that they just see, these are people who say they're for inclusivity, they're for representation. They talk about women's rights and how women have a right to do this. But then when it comes to everything else, they know what a woman is and they want to represent women and speak for women when it comes to, say, that little A word that ends so many lives over the course of a year. That thing that women do. But when it comes to this, any other time, you're considered birthers, birthing people, bleeders, bonus holes. They let people into your freaking spaces, your locker rooms, your bathrooms, your beauty pageants, your sports. And yet they want to say that, they're fighting for your rights. No, they're only fighting for one right, and that's to, you know, so when you see this guy, this person who is working on a game where they say they want you to feel included and represented, but then he comes out and says stupid crap like this that you're about to see, not the title, but um, it lets you know they don't care about you. They don't care about inclusivity and representation. They do care about it though for one group of people. One group of people, or only certain groups. But Dragon Age franchise creator David Gaider dismisses critics who fear the Veilguard will be woke as effing tourists say they wander around looking to fixate on problems that don't exist. Well, you're making a problem, my guy. You're excluding an entire gender. So, there's that. So the comments. This is from Jill Fay. And they say, yes, the fantasy game with real life elements such as top surgery scars in a game with magic. Really? And identity politics. Because representing real life social issues in a game isn't immersion breaking at all, and is really necessary for a good game with a sense of escapism. A character creator that only reaches body proportions a trans person could generally achieve, because females such as myself with a D cup can't recreate the character that I look like. Perfectly valid, comment. And people were talking about this. Why is it that trans people have more options, and unless you're an A cup, you're not gonna, if you're a biological female, you're not gonna get to see yourself. You're not gonna get to see yourself in a game where they outright say they want you to feel immersed. They want you to feel represented. No, only a certain group of people are represented. You have trans people represented. You have non-binary people represented, but they're excluding an entire fucking gender. What about, so put it this way. Depending on how many games are sold, how many people do you think will actually be playing who have top surgery scars? Okay. Now, how many people do you think will be playing who are biological females with a bigger chest? There you go. They're catering to the people who are almost going to be non-existent playing this game and ignoring the people who are. All because of inclusivity and representation. Again, while excluding an entire gender. But if this doesn't let you know that they don't care, let this guy's comment. This is a biological female expressing her concerns about, I'm a D cup. I want to see myself represented. Did you follow me over here just to tell me all this? How sweet. I suggest not taking character creation options you don't like. Poof, problem solved. What an obsessively weird lens to look at everything through. Have you tried being less weird? Fuck you, you stupid fucking twat. A biological female comes to you expressing concern about her not feeling included or feeling represented because the thing only goes up to like an A cup and she says she's a D cup. And basically you tell her, I don't care, fuck you. And of course, the word that goes around lately that these people want to use, weird, weird. Have you tried not being such a fucking asshat? Again, these are the people who talk about inclusivity and representation. So why is it that she, as a biological female with a D cup, can't feel represented when there are going to be more people like her playing the game than individuals with fucking top surgery scars? But sure, keep going on about inclusivity and representation. Go ahead, keep going on about it. I have to apologize to Blue Sky users for evidently attracting new users here with the sole intention of telling me how very fixated they are on transgender people. No one's fixated on transgender people here, dude. The fact is, you gave transgender more options to see themselves in game than you gave biological females. That is what people are fixated on, my guy. No one cares. If everyone was evenly represented, but you excluded an entire fucking gender. Again, who has a better chance to be playing this game? People with top surgery scars or girls with a bigger chest? You feel more fixated to pander and represent a minority, a group of people that barely even going to be playing the game, over people who you know for a fact are going to. You know that for a fact there are going to be people playing this game with a bigger chest who are going to want to see themselves on screen. And you're pandering to the people who may not even have those kinds of things. They may not even have those kinds of things, and you're pandering to them. Wander around looking to fixate on problems that don't exist. Yep, that's exactly what leftists and feminists did to the gaming industry. It wasn't this awful 10 years ago, I can tell you that. I hate what these tourists did to my hobby. Yeah, video games, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, they're coming in here and forcing their identity politics and their bull crap in a place that wasn't needed. They're talking about female representation and diversity. But then you look back to like the original Star Wars trilogy, you have strong, powerful female, you have people, black people, and it's like, oh, it never happened. Just because you're not smart enough to remember things that happened back then, you think that everything that's happening now is the most current of that franchise or whatever, doesn't mean it didn't exist. It's like when people say, "Oh, there's never been a female main lead who's been female," and then you go back to like the 70s and 80s, and there are plenty of instances where females have been the lead in a movie or a TV show or whatever. So they're creating problems that don't fucking exist. Gaider believes both critics and their fears are nothing more than loud annoyances. Yes, tell us how weary are the annoyances, because this is perfect marketing strategy to have that will break sales records, right? Gaider just gave us all the best possible reason to never buy anything involving DA again, himself. No problem. I'll save my money, ignore whatever this is, and play and enjoy Baldur's Gate 3 again. New update added, new endings. So this guy is one of the SJWs who got triggered over Elon buying Twitter and went to Blue Sky. Tells you pretty much everything you need to know about him. If he was that confident about the game, he wouldn't be lashing out like this. Yeah, there's Bunny with the keyboard. Never disappoints. So, yeah, once again, let this be confirmation that these people don't care about you. Females, women, biological women, they don't give a shit about you. Again, they will come out and fight. Oh my God, a woman has a right to choose her body, her choice. And that is the only thing they'll stand up for you. But these are the people, other than that, they reduce you to words such as bleeders, birthing people, birthing holes, or birthers, bonus holes. They allow biological men into your spaces like bathrooms, pageants, sports, but then they claim that they care about you. And then you have a biological woman here who is expressing her concern because the game only allows you to look like it only allows you to get up to an A cup. She's like, I'm a D cup. Uh, I want to feel represented. I want to see myself. And basically, he's like, I don't fucking care. Stop being weird. First off, great marketing there, asshat. This will surely get people on your side. Second, again, this is coming from people who say you want the player to feel represented, but you're excluding an entire agenda. An entire gender is being excluded. So, can't really expect much from these. And of course, you go to Twitter before he left Twitter. He, him, and pronouns in fucking bio. Everything you'd expect from someone like him. Everything you'd expect. But this is exactly what they think. You know, a biological female has a concern. They just tell them to go fuck themselves. They don't care. They don't care about inclusivity and representation for everyone. They only care about it with certain groups of people. With certain groups of people. So, you know, speak with your wallets. Of course, there's going to be the idiots who still buy the game because, oh my god, trans representation. That's so cool. Like, I'm not even trans, but I'm going to buy the game just because they support trans people. So, but that's not going to be enough to save the game. If everyone does talk with their wallets and everything, yeah, this game will be like the next Concord. You'll have like 2-3 people freaking playing this game, and then that's it. And that's it. Because these people don't know when to shut the hell up. You could have easily said, I understand where your concern is. We'll go ahead and fix this. Instead of making it about the pandering and dismissing her, you could have, oh wow, they're gonna go in and fix it. Wow, this is definitely a company that cares. But they don't. They don't. They don't care. If every person was to stop playing except for the people they pander to, they wouldn't care. But of course, if they did that, they would lose a lot of money, and then they'd be coming out like, oh, the transphobes, they make us lose lots of money, all these transphobes review bombing the game. So you damned if you do, damned if you don't. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. But, ladies, you need to start speaking up. Seriously, we can't keep doing it for you. We can't keep doing it for you. We love you, and we will continue to defend you. But you got to speak up for yourselves. You guys are the ones who are being ignored. You guys are the ones who are being reduced to terms like birthers and bonus holes. You guys are the ones who are having your spaces invaded. We can only do so much. Okay, as stupid, worthless guys with no valid opinions, we can only do so much. This dude fucking hates you. He hates you. So, ladies, you gotta do something. You gotta do something. Like, we'll stand behind you. We'll fight with you. We'll fight, but you need to lead the charge here. You need to do it because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Very soon, we're not even gonna have the option to have a female customization. It's just gonna be dudes and less manly looking dudes, which is basically what we're at already. Like, female's not even going to be an option anymore. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.